The Prime Initiative.
All right, guys. As always, we're going to be talking about some pretty ridiculous stuff happening in Los Angeles County. Now, awesome investigative journalist, Miss Cece Woods, came up with this article and this particular interview not so long ago. It was actually last week. I apologize for not getting out there sooner. It's been a wild week. Okay, but she sits down and talks to CEO IPS Global Aaron T. Jones and, of course, the amazing Villanueva pertaining to how the city of Malibu is now hiring private security to patrol the Palisades. Oh, man, it's come down to that, huh? All right, so let's just take a quick look here as to what's transpiring. And as always, the link will be posted below.
100% in alignment with the wind. It's pushing directly towards the Palisades.
Fear and concern is growing tonight as flames light up the Los Angeles hillsides after what the National Weather Service calls
the most destructive fires in Southern California history, left 24 people dead.
More than 12,000 homes and structures destroyed.
Look at that desolation. You know, fuck, man.
They have to clear every single one of these structures before they can allow people to move back in here.
LA County Sheriff's Department is one of the largest local law enforcement agencies in the U.S., but these days the department is facing what the sheriff calls a staffing crisis.
There's concern the shortage of deputies is leading to longer response times. In a 7 on Your Side investigation, reporter Kevin Ozebek is here now with what the department is doing about it. Kevin.
Yeah, so Mark and
Yeah, Luna, what is the department doing about it?
Well, let's just start off with the numbers right here. Right now, there are nearly 1,500 LA County deputy positions that are not filled. And when you take that and combine it with all the deputies who are out for reasons like medical leave, paternity time, or military duty, 23% of deputy positions are not available.
I'm going to start with this question for Alex. So, Alex, Aaron received an email from the city of Malibu a few days ago. And they requested, now, from what I understand, there's no RFP on the Malibu City website, by the way. I was told that yesterday. So they are just privately reaching out to security companies to get a private bid for patrolling fire areas, right? From the Palisades fire, correct, Aaron?
Yeah, that's correct.
Alex, I mean, what are your thoughts on that when the city of Malibu is paying millions of dollars to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department?
Well, this is echoes of what Lancaster did, just a little less formal. But Lancaster actually went ahead and hired their own police department to supplement the Lancaster Sheriff's Station because of the sheer lack of personnel. And they're also suing the county of LA for about $10 million for overcharging them for services they paid for that wasn't delivered by Luna's administration. So this,
You see how things are going, guys. You know, I know that a lot of the line staff, deputies, CAs, security, all these people working these double overtimes, all this bullshit. I forgot the terminology. Doubles, triple doubles. You know, it's fuck. You know, it's hard to keep up with everything that's happening. Correct, but this is what's going on in the agency right now. This is what's going on in the county. It's the worst it's ever been. And I'm not going to regurgitate everything else again, but it goes to show you this look at the path that's heading. You don't have to be a savvy mathematician to understand the mathematics as to what's transpiring here and what's going to happen, right?
this is a continuation of that thing we're seeing. And it all goes back to the current sheriff's sheer inability and incompetence in hiring and retaining sufficient personnel to be able to provide security for places like Malibu. When we have a natural disaster, when we have a large containment area and places that are evacuated, we have to provide for the security of the place and to prevent looting, for example. And
all right, I'm gonna let you guys watch the rest of it. This is gonna be a quick video. Not stealing Cece's fire. You know, if you want to see more, please visit her YouTube channel. I believe it's there, and I believe it's also on her IG. And one quick thing here too, so you guys have this particular understanding. Again, you know, the vox populi is pretty loud. The voice of the people is pretty loud, and they're speaking up, right? But the main thing in here is that the mainstream media hinders that. It literally they don't report on things like that. This is why these videos are so extremely important. Luna's administration has done nothing but wreak havoc on the county, on the deputies, and on their families. It's plain to see. In fact, and while I'm at this particular subject, guys, I do have to mention this, okay? And I'm trying hard not to go on a fucking rant here, because this is how much it's pissed me off. All you fucking haters that come up to me and say, why do I support Villanueva? How could I fucking not? There's Villanueva, when I was a deputy, Villanueva was there and he was fighting for the troops. And I know for a fact there's a lot of people out there that have a disdain mentality about it. Not only that, they're pretty vocal about, oh, well, he did this, he did that. Shut the fuck up. What is the sheriff right now doing for the troops? Villanueva's not even sheriff anymore. And he's still actively fighting for everything. He's still fighting for the troops. And on a personal note, when I was going through my struggles and dealing with all the bullshit the county was giving me, and I resigned from the department, out of the thousands of people that I know, that I broke bread with, that I hung out with, that I called brother and sister, you tell me if this sounds familiar, okay? A handful of people called me just to see if I'm okay. A handful. I have met hundreds of people now that are supportive. But when I was there in the department, a handful of people called me. That's it. Just a handful. And some of them weren't even calling to see if I was doing okay. They were calling for fucking gossip and chisme. Does that sound familiar to any of you? But of all people who the fuck am I? Who the fuck am I? I'm nothing special. I am nothing special whatsoever. And here we have someone as prestigious as the sheriff, Alex Villanueva. And of all people, guess who calls me? What a surprise that was. It was Alex. Talk about the level of care. I actually felt like someone gave a fuck about what's happening. So yeah, I'm going to continue to defend them. Kiss my ass. Going back into the situation with Luna, and thank goodness for the Resiliency Project, because there's more and more things coming to light with every passing day. And I'm going to get this information for you here. Give me one sec. Here are some messages that were given to the Resiliency Project, to which I am going to share with you, pertaining with the situation happening. Stand by. All right, here we go. Here's one of the messages right here sent to the Resiliency Project. And it reads, he wrecked Long Beach Police Department before he sold his soul to the Democratic Party via protection from the former Long Beach Mayor Robert Garcia. I'm glad to see you guys are trying to hold him accountable, because in Long Beach, he worked with complete immunity. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. There's more. Let's continue. Here we go. He hasn't done one thing for deputy wellness. And this is they're referring to Luna. He hasn't done one thing for deputy wellness. If he has, no one has seen it. We're still working an awful amount of overtime with no end in sight. We are suffering. Our families are suffering, and the community is suffering because of it all. You guys read that fucking statement, okay? Let me see if you can. I'm sorry, did it cut off? You guys read that statement, and you tell me what you think about it. That is a deputy speaking right there. That is a law enforcement officer who has sworn to protect the public. And he's talking about Luna right here. Let that sink in. Did you ever think you would see something like that in your lifetime? Now, I'm a civilian and I read this, and that's dreadful. That's some dreadful shit. And I know a lot of people are saying like, oh, well, fuck LA. I'm not in fucking LA. I'm not either. But there's millions that are. thousands rather, millions maybe, fuck. And on top of that, the things that happen in Los Angeles trickle everywhere in California. You think you have a nice place to live in fucking Laguna Beach or some shit or Monarch Bay? These motherfuckers are gonna come after you guys. Let that sink in. Well, there's more. Here's another one that's short and sweet. He's a total joke. God help out the deputies in Jesus' name. Look, guys. So it's obviously clear. I've mentioned this before. I'm not a religious person. Okay. Yeah, I apologize. I'm not. I'm just not. But whenever I see or hear someone say in Jesus' name, and they say it in this context, it establishes this emphasis of importance. You know. Let's keep going. There's more. Here's a kicker right here. Luna and his command staff could give two shits about us. Sorry, I just had to share. The work you are doing and letting Leos know help is out there and we are not alone is a beautiful thing. Thank you. Obviously, they're speaking to the Resiliency Project, and they're right. They're right. You know, this is why we all need to stick together, continue to fight, continue to push, continue to expose everything that's happening out there. Well, there you guys have it. You know, some more information heading out your way, and obviously, I'll be honest with you guys, I am backlogged with videos to do. I have a lot of information, and trust me, Board of Supervisors, you motherfuckers, I have so much shit on you, it's ridiculous. Your videos are coming up soon. But for now, you guys let me know what you think about this. Again, the link will be on the bottom below. You guys stay safe out there. Keep fighting.
The Prime Initiative.